I really appreciate you all being here. We really wanted to spend this time to recognize our volunteers of the year and give them a good pat on the back and thank them for all the work that they have done over this past year and years past as well. I do want to take just a moment and thank the corporate display sponsors that would have been there in March. And I'm just going to read those out, and I believe that we have a copy that will be on the video that we're doing. And we are videoing this so that you all will be able to get a copy. And we will include our sponsors in that and be able to put that on our website so that everybody will have an opportunity to see who was involved. But I'll just read this list real quickly. AARP, Arbor Acres, Bayada, Bermuda Village Retirement Community, Brookdale Senior Living, Brookridge Retirement Community, Carruthers and Roth, Comfort Care Home Care, Forsyth Team Advantage, Holiday Retirement, which is Creekside Terrace and Forsyth Port, Homestead Hills Retirement Community, Lipford Law Group, Monarch Living, Ridge Care, Right at Home, the Stick Center for Healthy Aging and Alzheimer's Prevention, Trinity Glen, Vienna Village, Wells Law. And we also had a couple of other sponsors who would not have had displays there, but that was Breslow, Starling, Frost, Warner, and Boger, who are our accounting / audit firm, the Phoenix Company, Brighton Gardens, Cadence Assisted Living, Heritage Woods, and Security Underground. We had more sponsors lined up for this year than we'd ever had. And we had a significant number of contributors to provide gift certificates and gift cards for us to auction off and to give to our honored volunteers of the year. And we are going to be providing some of those today, and some of the others will be needed out during the year by Vicki as the situation warrants. So at this point, we're going to keep this short. I'll invite Linda to come up. Linda Lewis, who's the Associate Director and Director of our Faith in Action Care Program. We'll honor our Faith in Action Care Volunteer of the Year.
Thank you, Sam. So every year we honor a volunteer in each of our programs, and so it's my honor to recognize the person that we've chosen for our Faith in Action Volunteer of the Year, Frank Beasley. Really, it's hard to say that he's just been involved in Faith in Action, because Frank has really been involved in almost every program that we have. But he's being recognized today especially for his work in our visitation program. Frank has been a volunteer with us since 2012, and early on he became involved in our visitation program, and most significantly he was assigned to visit someone who has become really a friend to him, and we were hoping that he could be here today. But Frank has visited his friend faithfully. They have done outings together when that was allowed before the pandemic. Frank has just meant so much to the person that he visits. And I think, Frank, you would say that Willie has meant a lot to you. It's been a mutual relationship. They actually have the same last name, and so they refer to themselves as the Beasley brothers. And just the kind of relationship that Frank has developed with his visitation person has just sort of set the standard for what we hope will happen with the relationships with our visitation volunteers. But in addition to his involvement in visitation, Frank helps in our book room. He has helped with community events, is a great ambassador. You can't find him anywhere without him talking about the Shepherd Center and the services and what it means to him. 2 days ago, he worked all day at the fairgrounds hauling books. You wouldn't have recognized him then because he had on shorts and he was sweating profusely. So Frank, we are just really glad to honor you as our 2019 Faith in Action Volunteer of the Year.
Thank you very
I have
much.
someone to present to you.
Oh, wow.
And if you would like to make a speech,
Oh, thank you.
now
Thank
is
you
your
very much.
time. But let's recognize.
Nice, thanks. Thank you very much. Cool. I'd like to first of all just say a minute to say I feel very honored to receive this from the community of the Shepherd Center volunteers, Shepherd Center staff, and all of our seniors that we serve. So I feel very honored to be able to do that. I also want to share with all you volunteers, because it's important that we're all recognized every day. And Sam and Linda and Kristen and Vicki do that. Every time we're here, they give us a recognition, let us know we're here, they see us, and that we're doing something that they really appreciate. So it's really a nice honor to receive this award. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to 2021 and doing some more visitation. And Willie is a good friend. We've had a great relationship. You know, he's had down days when I'm not there, but when I'm there, we have a good time. So thank you very much.
And next, Kristen Larson, who's the director of our our Vital Living program, our Vital Living Senior Center program, is going to recognize the Volunteer of the Year in that program.
I just want to say thank you all. We could not do what we do without you guys, so thank y'all so much. And I have the honor of giving the award to our Vital Living program Volunteer of the Year. He had an exceptional career in the Air Force. He was such a great air traffic control teacher that he escaped being sent to Korea and Vietnam. He met his wife at a roller skating rink in Massachusetts and had 3 daughters. At 40, he retired from the Air Force as a major. During his retirement, he sold real estate, attended flea markets and yard sales, buying unique antiques to sell. He has committed to our daily bridge group for many years now. He takes it upon himself to make the tallies for each bridge group, set up extra tables, find players, and set up scorecards daily. He is always in a great mood. He is pretty smart too, as he always wins. However, he's a very good sport because he encourages people to play even when they may not think they're very good. When bridge members have gotten sick and had to go into rehab, he has gotten groups together to play bridge at the rehab center. He has also given respite care by playing bridge with a gentleman who has dementia, so his wife could make costumes for the little theater. He takes time out to visit members in the hospital, and as members move away, he is always keeping in touch with them. To quote a bridge participant, he is a very, very special human being. Everyone who knows him loves him because he is so upbeat, kind, and caring. And this year's recipient of the Vital Living Volunteer of the Year Award goes to Lester Smith. And unfortunately, Lester is not here today, but Faye and myself are going to make sure that he gets his award. So thank you guys.
As you all may know, each year we also recognize a Congregation of the Year that has supported our mission in a very faithful way. And Linda is going to recognize that Congregation of the Year, and I believe there's some folks here from that congregation who will receive the award.
Yes. Our Congregation of the Year this year is Calvary Moravian Church, and we have here with us Adrian Polychron and Donna Cheek to receive the award. Calvary's involvement with us has primarily been through our Saturday night fellowship program, and their involvement with that program actually predates the Shepherd Center. You all have been doing those dinners for over 50 years, I think, which is the lifespan of that program, with having guests there at Calvary for a fellowship meal. And probably even more significant than your involvement just with that program, there was a time when that program was in jeopardy of going away. And you all and your pastor advocated for the Shepherd Center to take over the coordination of that program so that it would continue, because you so much believed in that program and the impact that it was having on the older adults. So for that kind of advocacy and your longtime support, in addition to your financial support of the Shepherd Center, your concern for the older adults in our community, we are really happy to present our Congregation of the Year Award to Calvary Moravian. So Adrian and Donna, if you'd like to come up. So hopefully you can find a spot to put that in the church somewhere. And if there's anything that you all would like to say.
Well, we thank you very much for this honor. This is a real honor for our church, and we certainly appreciate this. The Saturday night fellowship meals have meant so much to our congregation, and of course to the people that we invite to share a meal with us. And Donna and I have been there, I don't know how long, helping with that, and we just loved what we've had to offer, and are sad that because of this virus, that's not continuing right now. But we know it'll start up again someday. And we thank you very much for this award.
Absolutely. Shepherd Center has meant a lot to me personally, and I fully support everything that you guys do. My mother was involved with the Shepherd Center for many years, and I know our family appreciates what the Shepherd Center has done for her. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I just want to add a couple of comments. One is I want to thank Vicki and Kristen and Linda and Faye for putting this together. And Vicki is going to also now present a special Shepherd Center Volunteer of the Year Award, and I will let her do that.
Thank you. Many people in our community know us by our annual book sale. It's our biggest fundraiser. It's usually held in May. And while the sale is only 3 days and during the year, the processing of books goes on year round. We held 32 successful book sales before the pandemic hit and knocked out the sale for this year. But even though we weren't able to hold the sale this year, we're really looking forward to 2021, and we're ready to do it again. This year's special volunteer recognition goes to a couple who's been dedicated to the Shepherd Center book sale for over 10 years. They're the unsung heroes of the book room. That's what we call them. You might not see them when they're here, but you sure know when they haven't been here. They twice a week they come in, they sneak in the back door, they clean up that book room, they sweep, they vacuum, they truck the cardboard over to the recycling place, and they've also built a special cart to get the stuff out, and then they also made a relationship with Barnes & Noble to continue to bring us good boxes to put out for the sale. And as if that wasn't enough, they've been an integral part of this annual sale for years and years and years. They help set up throughout the sale and throughout the whole sale, and especially help with they process all the many dealers that come in on the first day. And you guys, you really do make that sale successful. They're extremely faithful to the mission of supporting and promoting successful aging. And so, Art and Ethel Schramm, we appreciate all your hard work, and we want to recognize you for your many years of service.
That's Frank. That's typical, isn't it? Always there to help.
Come on over here. Stand next to your husband. And do you want to say something? You can if you want.
Well, thank you very much for thinking of us. We lived in Winston-Salem for 30 years before we left, almost 20 years ago, and we came back 10 years ago. We got back, Ethel was reading a newspaper, and she said, Art, there's a place called the Shepherd Center. We should have known about it well before because it's been in existence for some time. But you know, being at the age we weren't paying a lot of attention to what was needed by older people. We're a little older at the time driving back, so consequently Ethel sees in the paper that there needs to be volunteers. And she gets the credit. There's two credit receivers in this. One is Ethel, and the other is the Shepherd Center. Because the Shepherd Center has given us something to do that is meaningful, very meaningful. The book sale is something that we love to be involved in, and preparing for it is Ethel's dear love. I come along with her because there's things that she can't pick up and do, so I do it with her. The Shepherd Center has been very meaningful to us, and we hope that as it will go forward, that we will have more volunteers that will step forward to take the place of us when we're no longer able to do it. And I try to do that. We try to speak that up in our social gatherings and groupings to let the people know that there is a need here, and that is something that's so important because it's so overlooked, as was proved by our 30 years of not knowing much about it when we were here the first session. So thank you very much for this. And Ethel would be able to hear a lot better because she reads lips. So that goes without saying, doesn't it? Yes. She loves the Shepherd Center. She has to be here, and thank God that it is here. So thank you so much.
I know, especially, I want you to know that we used to be Yankees, but now we're Southern.
All right.
So you couldn't tell, right?
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Vicki. Just a footnote on that, for those of you who are not here every day, the book center was one of the first opportunities that we reopened with the virus going on. Most of our face-to-face activities have been canceled for some time. Our Vital Living program has continued to offer a lot of offerings virtually, and actually we've had better attendance virtually than we did in person, but we missed the person-to-person contact, and we're hoping to get back to that before too long. We do have 2 exercise programs that take place outside at Miller Park each week, so there is some activity taking place for some of our participants in the Vital Living program. Our Faith in Action program continues. We've never stopped providing transportation to older adults throughout Forsyth County, and that program has continued. Unfortunately, not with volunteers. We have been fortunate to have funding to be able to contract with cab and van services to continue that, and we are reaching record numbers with that as people are needing those services. But the book center has continued to operate. I think we were down for maybe 30 days and then sort of opened that up. The people who volunteered in that were banging on the doors, wanting to come back. It's an area where they can be socially isolated. So Art and Ethel have come every week since about April, maybe early May. Frank has come at least 2 days a week, sometimes more than that, to help load some of the process books onto the trailers that we have. So that process has continued, and we are very fortunate that we've been able to have the support of the community to continue providing the services that are so needed in the community. And we thank each of you for your part in that. And again, thank you very much for being here. Linda, did you want to add anything about the tree? Oh, okay.
This year in September, Sam celebrated 20 years with the Shepherd Center.
All right.
That was after his first retirement. This is his second career. And so we honored him in September by purchasing a tree to be planted. And today we're going to take a few moments to, for the staff and everybody to plant that tree right over here. So if anybody would like to stay for that, we would love to have you.
And we thank Alan McReynolds for being the hole digger. And I think the tree was here about a month ago, and he's held it in seclusion someplace.
Yeah, so I think we're ready to do
But again, thank you all very much for being here, and appreciate all your continued support.